Deskew releases Gig Performer 4.5 plugin hosting software. Welcome to Music Gears, where we bring you the latest info on new music instruments, software, and other gear from around the world. Deskew has upgraded their plugin host Gig Performer to version 4.5, and it has a host of new features and improvements. New features. Recording. Gig Performer can now record audio outputs to files. The recording system now supports recording stereo to a single file for both input and output. Widgets attached to CC controllers, using the new follow hardware property, can now automatically update to the controller value when you switch rackspaces. Widgets can now be hidden when not in edit mode. Widgets now support various relative CC modes. Widgets now support MIDI Thru. Implemented ability for users to change the font size of racskpace, variation, song and song part names in the left-hand lists. Some widget operations are now accessible in non-edit mode by holding the shift down and clicking on a widget. They include some scaling options, the ability to open the associated plugin editor, and quick access to the widget inspector. Blocks can now be inserted into an audio/MIDI path automatically by holding down the Shift key while dragging the block over the connection wires. Shift dragging an already inserted block will remove it. Audio options. You can now export just the audio settings and import them back in again. This makes it easier to support multiple audio configurations. The global MIDI monitor can now optionally display outgoing messages. You can now centrally define named OSC targets and use those names wherever OSC is available, including GP script. Added ability to copy selected entries in the plugin manager to the clipboard in CSV format. GP script improvements. Added a button in the Chord Pro window to enable or disable automatic image sizing. Holding the Shift key down while opening the block pop-up menu adds new functions like duplicate with inputs. The purpose of this needs explaining. It's mainly useful for FOH. Holding the Shift down while dragging a connection from a mono plugin will create a double connection to a stereo one. Recording. Added a button that opens the recordings folder for quick access. You are now warned if you try to clear the plugin list, the goal being to prevent accidental removal of all plugins from the manager. Added a modification to work around buggy IK multimedia plugins that process MIDI data but do not announce that they can process MIDI data to the host. Implemented methods to prevent or reduce the chance of accidental widget movement when using a mouse wheel to scroll the panels. GP now saves and restores the global transpose amount for each gig file. Chord Pro added text color and text weight directives. Added ability for text in a label widget to be positioned in 9 positions rather than just being centered, as well as ability to change the font color. Users can now drag and drop a widget between panels, works for single widgets only. PC assignments in all songs setlist will now automatically be copied when a song gets added to a new setlist. Song part PC assignments can now be globally changed/applied. Added new menu option to copy PC assignments from all songs to all other set lists. New gig and new gig from template are now in a submenu. OSC subsystem now warns you if it can't listen to the specified port. Audio options. Holding Shift key down while clicking on an input or output channel checkbox will set all of them to the inverse of the one you selected. The upgrade is free of charge for owners of Gig Performer 4. Please like this video if you found it helpful, and if you'd like to stay informed on the latest in music gear releases and limited time discount offers, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.